Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, we're going to start our ongoing meditation session now. Be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring attention to your body, please, and observe head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy, 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. Following my words mentally, relax your body, please. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. And release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. So bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. So now allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Don't try to interfere with the inhalation, exhalation. Just allow it to happen naturally itself. Don't make any kind of comments. Don't have any mental chattering yourself. Simply recognize the sensation of inhalation, exhalation, and follow that. Just allow inhalation, exhalations happen itself. Do nothing extra. The thought come and disturb you. Bring the effort again and again and follow the sensation of inhalation, exhalation. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalation or exhalation. Some inhalation, exhalations may become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. Keep your attention to any sensation and see how it arises, existing, and disappear, vanish, become something else itself. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. So sadhu, sadhu. So dear Dhamma practitioners, and in day-to-day life, you may experience once a while people go pilgrimage. So when people go that spiritual journey, they prepare for that. That preparation inside, outside, both physical and material, both. And after you done the spiritual pilgrimage, then you start to come back to your ordinary life. And then after a few days, it becomes just a memory. And then again, that memory will help you to repeat the journey again in the future. So we keep doing things, but at the same time, and in a certain level, what happens, that your spiritual practice also become a repetition of memory. So as example, you go for a pilgrimage. Understand this very carefully. This is one example, one simile. You go for a pilgrimage, and then when you have it, and while you having it, after you just finish it, maybe you decide, okay, next year we'll do this way. Next year we'll go there. And next year I'll going to become like this way to do that. And then when the time comes, you do it because the last year you determined, you planned, you had an idea to do it. So it was in you as memory. And then what happening, you do this year because you thought about the last in last year. So then this year action become a repetition of your memory. The thing is this: when any bodily, verbally, mentally outcome or action, if it is happen as a result of, or the base, or as a foundation of the memory, it is not action. It is a repetition. It is not a pure, clear action. So then even just imagine in day-to-day life, maybe we count on a lot of activities thinking, I did good, I did that, I did this. But when you look very carefully deeper from where it comes, what is the base for that action? And you find something else. And when you go to that and you find something else, so like that our bodily, verbally, mentally action, even though surface level, if we do nice things, good things, but deeply it connected to something. If any action is connected to something, it is not a pure action. And then you have to think about it. So, but when you practice the vipassana and tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation, in that level, you come to a point to develop a wisdom to do an action without a connection from the memory. That is where you're going to experience the 100% that the capacity of your awareness. Because when you do it as a part of memory, then it is a kind of like a habitual pattern, then your mind not firing and wiring each other, your nerve system not connected to each other. But when it comes to the awareness, it is totally different. Your entire nerve system, your whole brain, everything are wiring and firing each other. And that moment of awareness is kind of like a thunder. Why is it like a thunder? Your action become kind of like a thunder. Get this very carefully. If there is no repetition and it's just hit, that's it. It has no idea to clinging to something. It has no idea to go with something. It has no idea to grasping or holding and become kind of like a habit and keep repeating. It's just happened, that's it. It happened, it disappeared. Can you make any action kind of like a hitting thunder? Even that the thunder has the sound. But when it comes to this art of living, you make certain actions and deeply, consciously, with your fully awareness, and it has a pure silence, no sound. Even some others cannot recognize it. But your action is so sharp, clear, accurate, and there is no any desire to hold it to anything. You just do it. And you are not depending from anyone opinions. You are not depending on anyone's credit. You are not depending on anyone's favor. Simply, you make action. So how you can do this way? There is a capacity in your mind. You can become like that. So there are a lot of abilities that you have, you didn't see it. So, but when you develop this method, you will see how you can use it. As example, there are a lot of muscles in you, you didn't use. It is there. In day-to-day activities, don't think that all your muscles work. No, it doesn't work. So when the whole your body will start to work, it is something else. So maybe you say you did the homework and you know how all this the necessary activities at home, and then tell I'm so tired. You tired. The more than the mental, you are physically more tired. But when it comes to the physical, that if you really activate 100% your whole physical muscles, you're completely going to recognize something else. So the brain the same, the mind the same, the heart the same, our nerve system the same, this internal awareness the same. We don't use it to the highest. For what you keep it? When you're going to use it? Where are you going to use it? So then when you have opportunity, at least while you're practicing, bring your best out of your practice. Don't hold anything. I'll do it later. I'll bring it later. So like that. No, do it whenever you are available to practice. In conventional life, it is okay. Maybe without eating, you keep some things, I'll eat later. And the jewelries, you not wearing, you in a special occasion. Garment, you keep, for a special occasion, And even the conversation, maybe you're not going to have the real meaningful conversation. You think, I'll do it later. So like that. But remember this, when it comes to your spiritual practice, each and every sitting, don't make a repetition of your memory. Bring the fully awareness every day to your sitting. Even whenever you observe each and every inhalation, exhalation, bring your fully awareness, attention to your observation. So when it comes to that, there are few methods that you develop it. So the first one is called the sila. So the sila means you become disciplined with the path, with the practice. That is very necessary. And even before you practice and after you practice, in day-to-day life, that you think about you are practicing, and then you slowly gather your mind towards your practice. And then the certain things you stay away from, especially busy mind, busy life. When you start to practice meditation a little bit, at least 1 hour, keep calm your body before you sit. And once you sit, you become self-disciplined, not to say think, go here and there and mentally observe something else. No, you become very disciplined to be with your primary mental object. If it is an inhalation, exhalation, if it is a sensation, if it is a loving kindness meditation, you go with this. And another one is called sapanyo. So the sila, sapanyo. So sapanyo means, sapanya means that you already born with certain kind of awareness as a human being. That another way we call common sense. So you have to bring this common sense also to your practice. Otherwise, that as example to observe the inhalation, exhalation. If somebody say, I sleep down, I sleep with my face down and practice inhalation, exhalation. Some people say they go to, sleep, and while they're sleeping, observe inhalation, exhalation, lying down. So someone comes to you and tell, I go in and I sleep with my face down. Maybe I keep tight my face to the pillow and I practice inhalation, exhalation. So you have to use the common sense. It doesn't work. How it can work? When someone say, oh, posture is no need. You can practice it any way, whatever you want. Then as you know that headstand is very famous. Nowadays, half of the world people practice headstand. Do it headstand and try to do inhalation, exhalation. Observe your inhalation, exhalation, what you're going to say. You can see that you are inhaling, exhaling. So the common sense. So one is discipline. It is very necessary. And to develop your spiritual practice, rather than repetition, to bring the real quality moment of practice, those are the things that you have to follow. One is the discipline. That discipline is the mainly self-discipline. And discipline with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, not to watch things like a busy, colorful things. As example, you watching a colorful something, shiny, luminous something, and then you close your eyes and try to observe inhalation, exhalation, what will happen? Your mind start to go like a roller coaster and reflect on that, whatever the luminous things you watch. Why? Because the eye attached to that. So that's why if you practice meditation, so that is a discipline you do. Before you practice meditation, at least few minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, you stay away from that. And hearing, maybe whatever the music or whatever even the chanting. If you keep listening to chanting, and then you close your eyes and try to bring your attention to any primary or mental object, what will happen? The chanting start to come inside you as a memory and disturb you. So the smell and the taste, the sensation, the thoughts, the same. So then you have to be disciplined with it. Then the third one, second one, the common sense. And in the basic level, you have to have it. All the human beings, when they born to this human plane, human existence, and they all have that. So you have it. Everyone have it. And that's why we are here. So you have to activate that. Don't think when you sit and that you're going to get something beyond this human life, some other planetary wisdom you're going to get. No. It's nothing to do with that. All that you go with your own life. And the third one, chitta. Chitta means tranquility state. You have to look into your mind moment by moment, moment by moment. Why? It is very tricky. And sometimes it is very cuckoo, your mind, our mind. So then you have to look into it and let it settle down rather than depending on thoughts, developing thoughts, vomiting thoughts. Let settle down. How? Then now look, are you seeing the primary mental object? If you the inhalation, exhalation, look again and again, allow it to settle down rather than thinking something else. If it is the sensation, so you know what you observe. So again and again, develop that. So now 3 qualities you need. One is self-discipline, and the second one, common sense, And the third one, the mind-body connection, and which we call the tranquility state. And the body-mind breathing interconnection, tranquility state. And the fourth one is called panya. So the here panya means analytical recognition, understanding. Another way it is called the vidarshana knowledge. So common sense is a conventional knowledge, that here panya means analytical knowledge. So that we come with the common sense to this world, but panya, the analytical knowledge, insight understanding, you have to gain it by practicing. It doesn't going to come itself. So that is the important thing that you have to understand. That's why we keep practice like this. The very mistake some people does, they count on common sense as thinking it is vipassana knowledge. It is not vipassana. Vipassana knowledge is an analytical method, understanding. You have to practice yourself and develop your mind with the profitable skill to analyze and recognize. So for that, you have to have that all three qualities: self-discipline, common sense, and the tranquility state. When that three things come together, you gain the another wisdom called vidarshana knowledge. So the vidarshana knowledge, you have to, by practice, by effort, you have to gain. So that's why we need the atapi, that means effort. So without effort, you cannot gain the panya or the wisdom or the analytical understanding. For that, you need the effort. What is the effort that you need? This is what the effort you need. Drop the memory, be in the moment to perform yourself independently without depending from the memory. That is not easy. We depend on people, we depend on things, we depend on the ideas, concept, believing, religions, because deeply inside, we already develop a current. We are coming from that dependence. It is our nature. When you are in the samsara, means you are always depending from something. When there is a time come for you to, you completely 100% become free from that dependency. There is no current anymore to become. So you become as a result of, you depend on something. So the atapi, so you have the effort, the deeper insight to cut your habit or the repetition or the idea to repeat and make a very independent, very clear, very fresh, very new moment in this very moment. So then, another wisdom called pariharya jnana. So the pariharya jnana means you do things, you perform your bodily, verbally, mentally actions according to necessary conditions, situations, environment. So then you get out of preconditioned mind. You always, inside you, you completely pre-person from your memory or the habit. And when you perform action, bodily action, verbal action, mental action, that any action you perform according to that condition or the environment. And then you become like water. So the water has ability to adapt. So as you know, the Bruce Lee says, be like water. It has power to adapt to any situation. You can freeze it, you can boil it, you can color it, and you can put it to anything. It goes with any shape. It never going to go against anything. It always has ability to adapt. So you become with your inside deeply mentally, with your bodily, verbally, mentally action, you adapt to any situation. You have that ability, but it is very common. You use the common sense to do that. So I just give a little example. Like when you are with the baby, when you play with the baby, you get out of your identity. You get out of your position. You become so mellow and you become like a baby. And you do anything in that very moment without preconditioned mind. See, that you use it with the common sense. So, but the thing is, when you have the vipassana knowledge, that means when you recognize that everything from this moment to your past, your future, and to this moment, this everything what you experience, impermanent. There is nothing permanent, anything. Another one is, there is nothing can bring the permanent satisfaction. Unsatisfactory nature. And there's nothing belong to self, even there is no self. You know why the human life is more important? Why this human life is so precious? Why all other in the heaven, even the Brahma Lokas, even the higher existence, when they ready to leave their place, why they planning to come to human life? Even anyone to attain to enlightenment or the Buddhahood, why they come to the human world? Because this is the place that you can see. You can see very clearly. It is not a dogma, idea, concept. You can see it. This everything impermanent. And that you can see this unsatisfactory nature. You can see selflessness. If no one can hide it, you can see it. That's why the beauty of the human world. There is no any other world. And there is a help for that. What is that? The help? Gain in this world, getting sick. And even in the heaven and the devas or the deities, they don't know about sickness. They don't get sick. There are no doctors. Even maybe doctors go to heaven, Once they go to heaven, there are no doctors there. They don't get sick. They have no idea about sickness. So then they are conditioned with their existence and the animal life. Have you seen the doctors, the dogs, cats, those animals, now many, that centuries, that, thousand years, they used to be with us. Horse, elephants, we know, but you have seen. There are no doctors. They don't recognize the sickness, the disease, but only the human can see the sickness. No any other animal can recognize we getting sick. You are the one who can see that. That's why the Prince Siddhartha, from the palace, when he saw that people get sick. That is the beautiful gift that you have, because you can see it. But we don't care. We don't use that gift. Why? Because that gift takes you to the most precious experience in permanent and the unsatisfactory nature and the selflessness. So the next one that you can experience only in the human realm, only in the human existence, is getting old. No any other, the heavens or the anywhere, they have no idea about aging. There is no any other, there is no any books, only we have to follow only the books, no any books talk about birthday parties in the heaven or hell. Why? Because they have no idea about it. No. Only the human life can experience this aging, getting older. Have you ever thought that? You are the only one in this world, many billions, living beings in this world. Countless. But only you can experience the sickness and the getting old. What is the meaning of this getting old? That's what the Prince Siddhartha asked from the Charna. What does that mean? No. So, another one is the death. We are the one who can see the death, understand the death, experience the death. Before you die, you can understand it. That's why in the Buddha's meditation, there is a beautiful meditation technique. Reflect on your own death. It's going to completely change your life. There are a lot of living beings and the deities, in the higher existence they live. They have no idea about death. They disappear like this. They don't know they're disappearing. There are animals born, within another second dying. So the circle of life is birth and the death. It's kind of like, moving. They have no idea. So, but ourselves, if you look very carefully, that you born or you dead. Just imagine, now you have been kind of like a passing, just take a 10, lifetimes, 10 times. You died, you born. And from the bird eye view, look at your own life. You born, you dead. You born, you dead. You born, you dead. So then, when you go with the circle, there's a question come. You born or you dead? So in the moment that we experiencing like this, so then are you going to go with your death or are you going to come with the birth? What will happen? Some say, that maybe your relatives, everybody will cry, oh, she gone, oh, he gone. And another person say, oh, baby born, baby, oh, this born baby. So who you are then? Are you gone or are you came? So just if you look very carefully, you are the one who can understand this process. You have seen how the people die in very conventional way. You saw how people born. And then that will bring you some kind of wisdom to you when you are able to. That's why the principle, what is mean dying? So then if you look very carefully, analytically, if you start to go deeper a little bit, you're going to recognize something. What does this mean? And that understanding will change. So as example, it's like this, the way you look, the completely maybe it's going to shift to, to different. So just imagine, you have certain kind of asset and everything, you have children and everybody around you, and so then somebody say you got another 1 year to live, and then do whatever you want with your asset and properties and that things. And so you come to a point to get ready to give this everything to others. And then suddenly somebody come to you and tell, hey, within 1 year, you're going to come. This is the place that you're going to come this way. Now what you're going to do? Because you thought you're going to go, and suddenly somebody appeared and told, no, after 1 year, you're going to come. Now, what you're going to do? Oh, you hold the asset and everything. Think about it. I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do, but just think about it. So that's why when you recognize that what is the death mean, you get out of this puzzle. You get out of this tangle. Then you recognize it is not coming or going. That is the beauty of the death. But what we seeing as the death, we just seeing this coming and going. So, like that, you are the only one can experience this. 3 things. What are those 3 things? Basically, sickness or the disease or the getting old age, and the death. Only human can experience that. Are there any animal, any living beings? No one can have any idea what is this. When you have very clear understanding about this, it will show you impermanent, what is the unsatisfactory nature, what is the meaning of selfless. Remember this. Remember this in your entire life. why if somebody asks what is the why you are, why as a human being, why the Buddha came to human world to teach Dharma, and why you as a human being, you have the best opportunity to gain. This is the answer for that. Why? Because only human being can experience this. And then when getting old, sickness, and the disease, those are the three things. Show us impermanent, unsatisfactory nature, selflessness. So the most important part, without understanding, without seeing, getting sick, getting old, death, there is no way you can understand selflessness, unsatisfactory nature, impermanent. There is no way. See, that is why the Dharma means you. Liberation means the you. It is in you. It is happening with you. If you are able to see it, it's happening with your mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, and your forefathers, your neighbors. Everywhere it is happening. You are the one who can see that. So see it. When you're able to see that, this everything will settle down. But it doesn't matter where you go, if you don't see those things around you, you cannot go beyond that. So then the liberation means, transformation means, Nibbana means recognizing your true nature and recognizing what is happening within you. Why we cannot see it? Because we always in a repetition. We always in repeating the memory, repeating the mind, which we call sanskara, or the mental formation, volition, cankers. Because of that, we have no power to see this natural phenomena. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavattantarayo sukhi dikayuko bhava. Ettavata cha me sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idammi punya kammam Asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless.